Listen, man, it's been over a week now since MGM has announced that they got hacked, or that reports broke about the hacking going on with MGM. And I'm gonna just let y'all know straight up, straightforward, I'm so damn tired of talking about this. Like, this is so old. This situation is just annoying to me. It has gotten to a point where I already hate watching the news because it's repetitive. It's the same story every day, maybe different topics, same situations. It just gets repetitive and it gets draining. And this MGM hacking situation has gotten to this point with me. But today I got up and I saw that Jacob made a post, and shout out to Jacob's Life in Vegas. He been out here on the daily, keeping up to date with what's going on. Salute to him, because I did it for a couple days and I was over it. I got tired of keeping up with what's going on and trying to keep people filled in. I just got back from Vegas. I had an event last weekend. We had a great time. And in the process of this, people who were coming out to the event for the meet and greets and the get-togethers were all in a panic or concerned or worried about if they were going to be able to check in, what was going on with everything. So I decided to go and actually walk through the properties, talk to some of the people at the front desk, talk to some of the employees to get an understanding of what exactly was going on, what the limitations were. But Jacob posted this thread, or this message that he got from an employee who put things in a bigger perspective, to the point where I'm just like, all right, this is a serious matter that needs to be resolved like yesterday. It really needed to be resolved last week. Basically stating that this employee was talking about how they're impacted as the employee from the internal side. They can't use PTO. They can't access 401k information. Like, it's beyond just the scheduled hours. And like, when you sit back and think about it, like, the majority of us think about it from the guest service or the customer service aspect of it, because we just go on to travel, have a good time, but we never sit back and think about it from the employee standpoint. And like, when I saw it from that vantage point, it hit me differently, because I actually have homies and I know a couple good people that actually work for MGM properties in Vegas. And this issue isn't just in Vegas. This is across MGM in general. And I think a lot of us who keep up with Vegas content or follow the Vegas niche don't even think about this MGM situation in that matter, that this is affecting people who are employed with MGM. And imagine trying to just take the day off because you're tired, you got to go do something for your family, or you just need a mental break from dealing with this fiasco, and you can't even go request PTO because the system hacked. Like, that's pathetic. MGM make too much money. They have too much damn money for this to still be going on. It came out that Caesars got hacked. They got hacked. They paid the ransom or whatever just quickly to get it taken care of. And I give a salute to them from that, because from a business perspective, your operations still need to run. You don't want people coming to your property and they can't check in, or wanting to switch their reservations to another company because y'all got issues going on with y'all system being compromised, and y'all make too much money to even be having this going on in the first place. And the fact that we are over a week now with this MGM situation going on, it's pathetic, man. And, you know, salute to all of the employees that's still grinding and thriving and, you know, trying to get by every day, you know, dealing with the customers who are angry, dealing with the guests who are frustrated. I had a number of people in town last week before I even got to going through the properties who are already over it because they couldn't charge stuff to their room. They couldn't use their credit cards. Like, they're staying at these properties, they irritated. So I can't even imagine. And I've worked in customer service for a long time in my life. Thank God I'm not in it. Well, I guess technically you could kind of say I'm in it, but I don't really work directly in customer service in like a support center. Like, it's dealing with people who are angry and frustrated, and it's your job to have to put on a smile. Like, it's very, very tiring. It gets very old. It's a very difficult situation to be in when you gotta take something that's not your fault and do to the best of your ability to resolve the matter. And there's not really much you can do if somebody want to charge something to their room and it's like, oh, well, our system's down. People don't want to hear that. You can't escalate it to a supervisor because your supervisor going to say the same thing. The systems is down. And people spent money to come stay at this property and have a good time. So, you know, it's like, it's old, man. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of seeing stuff about it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us feel the same way. It's kind of like, what's the problem, MGM? What's the big deal? Y'all walk around here trying to stay 10 toes down, trying to be big tough guys. I'm not paying this ransom. We're not paying what they're asking for. We're gonna figure it out. Appreciate your patience. Some of the slot machines are working and we're doing what we can to accommodate guests. Nah, ain't nobody trying to hear none of that. We need the word that y'all took care of the matter, aka paid whatever it was, caught whoever it was that hacked y'all systems. And we need an explanation for what y'all gonna do to compensate these losses that all of us, the employees, the reward members, guests who just stayed at the properties during this whole fiasco, what y'all gonna do for us? Because everybody that has an MGM rewards account, that's an employee, that has some ties to MGM, your information has been compromised. Your personal information, your name, your address, your phone numbers, your email address, your social security numbers, all of y'all PII has been compromised. And the fact that it's public known now that these hackers are holding everybody's information for ransom and they affecting y'all systems, and y'all just like, well, we not paying it. We gonna figure out who did it. It's pathetic, man. It's a damn shame, yo. Like, I did a video, I think it was last year, about MGM versus Caesars. And let me tell you something. I'd already said MGM has the better hotel portfolio overall, and I thought that Caesars had the better rewards program overall. Well, when we look at this situation right now, this clearly tells me that Caesars cares more about their guests and their rewards members and people tied to their situation or their company's portfolio and matters in some way, shape, or form compared to MGM. Like, at least Caesars got this taken care of quick, and they're like, we'll deal with whatever come with it. MGM is telling us to our face, yo, screw y'all. We don't give a damn about y'all. We're not paying this ransom. We the big dogs in the building. Y'all can deal with whatever y'all got to deal with right now, but we're not about to cave in and pay these people, even though y'all information about to be circulating through the black web. I don't know how many of y'all have had to deal with identity theft or know somebody that's had to deal with identity theft, but people about to start having to deal with that, and it's not a pretty process. It's a long, gruesome, tiring process. And MGM just basically telling us to our face, we don't care. We don't care what y'all gonna have to deal with on the back end, all of this. We just not about to bow down. We stand 10 toes down that we the monopoly in Vegas. We the power company when it comes to this hotel thing. And this is sad. This is extremely sad. I walked through those properties and I asked what was going on. You know, for those of y'all who might not have followed me on Instagram, basically what's going on is when you check in, they can't charge your card. And I think Jacob touched on this in a video he did recently, but every property is not experiencing the same issue. Some properties you can use a card at certain stores. Some properties they're cash only. Some properties the ATM works with a cash pin. Some properties, some of the ATMs work. And then some properties, one day everything's fine. It's just the next day, it's just a whole mess. It's a whole fiasco of issues every day at different properties. And it's not consistent. It's so inconsistent and sloppy. It's crazy. But you having to check in and they're just writing your stuff down. So now it's kind of like, okay, so y'all system been hacked, right? So what happens if somebody want to break in here knowing y'all system been hacked and y'all writing everybody credit card information and all this stuff down? Then they break in there and steal the stuff that y'all wrote down. Now what y'all gonna do about that? Like, it's pathetic, man. They talking about slot machines. Don't nobody give a damn about no slot machines right now. Like, we care about y'all fixing this issue and letting us know what y'all about to do. Well, y'all can't protect us because y'all done already put our private information up. So, but y'all need to let us know what y'all gonna do to compensate us. I'm pretty sure some class actions about to kick off, depending on the extent of how people are affected. Might be some lawsuits kicked off. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna probably be a lot of settlements under the table going on, but this is the biggest settlement right now y'all need to take care of, which is paying this ransom or giving them whatever they want. Like, y'all not gonna impress nobody by being like, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we figured out who hacked us. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we've taken care of those matters and operations will go back to 100% normal. Nobody's gonna care. It's gonna be like, the hell took y'all so long? Why y'all ain't figured this out right away? How y'all make so much money and y'all don't have a cybersecurity team? I've worked in IT for years. How y'all ain't got a cybersecurity team? Y'all don't have an IT team that specializes in the security of y'all company. To this degree, there should be levels of firewalls. And if y'all do have a security team and they was able to get through all of these firewalls, that's pathetic. Y'all make too much money. What we getting out of this, man? Like, Fountain Blue about to open December 13th. This project been going on for like 15, 16 years now. They finally announced they open it on December 13th. And we're not even talking about this. We still focused on this MGM hack situation because people information still floating around. F1 under 2 months away. They done chopped down the trees in front of Bellagio. They about to start building those grandstands over there right off of Harmon. They're putting up they've got the rail or the pipes and stuff up for the pit stop. Like, the progress is going through. It's been a long, treacherous process. People tired of it, but at least this is almost coming to an end. Like, the updates on that, and we still focused on this MGM situation. I thought I was tired of talking about the F1 and everything going on. At least that's about to wrap up. Yo, forget F1. Y'all got our personal information out here, and y'all don't care. I ain't seen no statements that have been like, we're sorry for the delay and the fact that all of our valued employees, guests, customers, their information is at risk. I ain't seen nothing speaking on that. Y'all just trying to play down the situation. And I had people who came out for my event last week who left there. Y'all left y'all properties. I went through there individually. Well, not through all of them, but through a number of them, just so I could let people know what to expect. Because you can check in, you can stay there, but people was having issues with their keys. They didn't want to risk the issue. Now y'all got a bigger issue, because even when y'all resolve this, how do people feel safe to want to stay with y'all company again, stay at y'all properties again? Yeah, y'all properties is phenomenal for the most part in Las Vegas, but convenience and comfort is a major thing in the hospitality industry, and don't nobody feel comfortable with y'all right now. Y'all serious? Y'all trying to be tough? Pay the damn money, man, so we can move on about this. I'm tired of talking about this. To all the MGM staff and all my people that I know personally that work there, man, y'all keep y'all heads up. Y'all keep doing what y'all got to do, man. I'm sorry that y'all got to go through this. Like, this isn't a matter that nobody should have to go through, especially for this long, working for a company that has this much money. We see all the time how much money that MGM and the casinos make monthly from slots, from blackjack, from pie gow, from sports betting. All this money y'all make every month from folk who be losing. Y'all got a plethora of bread to pay out. Tired of talking about this. Get this done. I thought this was going to be done over the weekend. We about to go in. We over a week and a half now, and we still talking about the same thing, man. This is crazy. Pay the money up and protect the people.